Welcome to Manny's TV Talk, where we will talk about all of our favorite reality TV shows and news surrounding them. Grab a snack, a drink, and get comfortable because this starts now.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome. Let's talk about the new episode of Vanderpump Rules. That's going to be season 10, episode 13. Y'all, we are getting close. We're getting close to that finale. So we're going to have to bear with some of these episodes, which in my opinion was kind of boring. But anyway, let's begin. So we begin the episode with a little, the group is kind of glamping or having a picnic or whatever you want to call it. And that involves Sandoval, Ariana, Schwartz, Raquel, Scheana, and her husband. So they're out in the desert because they're celebrating Raquel's birthday. So they're out there playing with animals, smashing pumpkins, doing some weird things, but at least they're having fun. Then we see a scene with Lala and James. So she's doing something with her business, and they begin to talk about the beach day and the disaster that it was. But then they begin to discuss the recent news of Sandoval having Raquel sleep over at his house. So, a little context. The reason Lala knows this is because Katie was at LVP's house and then Ken said it. The reason Ken knows is because earlier that day, Lisa was having a taste test at Sir, and Raquel arrived like an hour and 30 minutes late. And she told Lisa that it was because she stayed at Sandoval's house after a long night, that they were in the jacuzzi and whatnot. So then LVP FaceTimes Sandoval to make sure what was going on, and he confirms that that happened, and he's saying random things. So LVP knew there was something going on. But also I gotta say, why would they, in their right minds, knowing what they're doing, tell people that she slept over? Come on, y'all are giving people the biggest clues. But anyway, now that we know that, let's go back to Lala and James. So they're talking, and apparently for James, the day before, he also met with Sandoval, and Sandoval also told him that Raquel was at the house. So, again, why are they telling people? I can't. But there is apparently a party that also happened the week before during Labor Day, and that's when Sandoval found out about Ariana's grandmother passing, and he refused to leave the party, and he kept dancing with Raquel. So now that we know all of that context, that's why Lala and James were having that conversation. And Lala comes to the conclusion that she thinks that Sandoval has a thing for Raquel because the last time he was so invested in a girl was with Ariana when he was still with Kristen. So now that we got that out of the way, let's go back to the desert at this getaway. So the group is hanging out, and Raquel makes a toast to all of them for being such good friends to her. And then Ariana talks a little bit about her grandmother, and she gets a little bit sad. And then she asks the group, what happened while I was gone? So then Raquel's like, I was at your house at the jacuzzi and slept over. But Ariana doesn't think that it's weird. But something is off with the fact that Sandoval, he can't even keep his story straight because he's been telling some people, including Brock, that Raquel didn't even sleep over when she did. So I'm like, bro, how are y'all so dumb? Even if we hadn't known that y'all did have the affair, we would have already known based on this season and y'all's weird behavior. So then Christina, Kelly, Lala, and Raquel are back over there where they live, and they're doing a photo shoot. And they're, talking about Katie's new boyfriend. They're kind of trash talking Sandoval and the way he behaved when they were at that bar last episode. And they're all just kind of wondering what is really going on with Sandoval and that situation. And then Christina says that she's going to be having a party soon. Now let's go back to the desert. Scheana is filling Ariana in on the rumors that the other girls have been saying as far as them having an open relationship. And Scheana is kind of putting Katie in a really bad light and kind of saying that this was all Katie. And Ariana's kind of buying into it. Then later, the sun has set, it's kind of dark, and they're having dinner. The vibes are kind of awkward. I don't know if it's because we know in hindsight what was going on, but I don't know. Schwartz even makes a joke and says that Raquel has a type, taken man. And then Raquel shares that she's really proud of breaking up with James and that she's really glad that she met them in the process. And again, Sandoval is doing this super weird thing where he's screaming, "I'm so proud of you, Raquel." and he can't keep his eyes off of her. So these, oh my god, I'm not saying cheat, but if you are, please don't be so dumb about it like these people are. Anyway, as they're at dinner, Scheana gets a message and she reads it out loud, which is Christina Kelly sending her the invitation to her little event, but Raquel doesn't get invited. And then Schwartz says, well, you know what, you can be my date. And they're all kind of laughing and teasing about it. Then they're around a campfire, and it's a little bit more personal scene. Raquel shares that she's 28 and she doesn't really know what she's going to do with her life. You know, she's too old to be in the pageants anymore, so she's confused. And that did lead me to wonder. I wonder if that pressure kind of played into her doing what she did. It's just something that, came to my mind. But needless to say, the way that Ariana has been treating Raquel so far, it's just unbelievable. I mean, she's been so nice to her. She's been hugging her, cheering her up, lifting her up. So it sucks how everything turned out. But they sit around and they chill. And then the next day, they're heading back home. We also see a scene with Katie and her mom, and Lala and her mom. I cannot believe that Lala has like full on open conversations with her mom about what goes on in the bedroom. I can't. And then we see James and Allie. They chat, and she's basically telling him that he has anger issues, and because regarding what happened at the beach. Okay, but then we get to this Christina Kelly event. People are arriving. Schwartz arrives. Katie is unbearable with him. Like, she is so mad. She wants him to apologize because if he doesn't, she's not going to get over it. But then, oh my. Raquel, Ariana, and Sandoval arrive looking like a whole throuple. And then it starts to get a little bit messy. So Katie talks to Ariana to sort of explain how everything began with the rumors. And Katie's explaining it to her, and Ariana is saying, well, you know what? Scheana made it sound very differently. She kind of twisted it from what you're telling me. So no shade to Ariana, but I kind of feel like she kind of goes anywhere the wind blows. Sorry, but it's true. But anyway, Katie is trying to warn Ariana about Raquel. She's like, she's not who she thinks she is. But Ariana says that she refuses to believe any of it. And they just agree to disagree because at the end of the day, they are business partners. And then James goes over to Raquel's table. Again, this is my problem with him. Why is he still talking to her? And why is he still talking about her? Like, if you're over her, if you claim you don't like her, just stop, bro. And then she starts to tell him that she is a little bit hurt from hearing what he said at the beach, which was that he regretted even proposing to her. And before you know it, they're arguing. Because I guess that this kind of brought flashbacks to Raquel of him just saying hurtful things for her to get hurt. And regardless of how you feel about Raquel at the moment, in this situation, I think she's right. Anyway, we end this episode with Lala going to Ariana and talking about some of the loopholes that have been happening with Sandoval and this party that happened on Labor Day. So, Sandoval told Ariana that he had no right to leave the party. But Lala is now telling Ariana that is not true. She was right there, and he had the chance to leave, but he chose to stay. Again, just so y'all remember, this is the party where they were when Ariana found out that her grandmother had passed. So then Ariana's like, you know what? I'm not going to blindly defend him. So she tells him to come over. And he tries to explain what happened, but he's just so caught that his explanations are like, I kind of feel bad for him. Like, I feel embarrassed for him trying to explain everything. But Ariana just doesn't want to look bad. Like, she doesn't want to be like, blindly supporting him and fighting for him when she might be wrong. So that's the reason why she brought him over and like was questioning him herself. And yeah, so they really get nowhere with that because again, he doesn't really have an explanation because he is lying. And that's where the episode ends. Like I said, nothing too interesting. I don't know if it's because, like I said, that season finale trailer really like made us want to watch that. But unfortunately, we have one more episode, and then after that week, it'll be the finale. So 2 more weeks until the finale. I cannot wait. But you guys, let me know, what are your thoughts about this episode in particular? Did you like it? What are your thoughts about any of the situations that happened? If you agree, if you disagree, let me know, and I'll chat back with y'all. So please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Have a great one. Bye.